Fingerprints wiped right off with... Oh, hello there, Molly. Hiya, pal.
Hello, Mr. Wilcox.
Hi, Junior.
You folks know Mrs. McDonald? Genevieve, this is Molly and Fibber Mcgee.
How do you do? Well, how do you do, I'm sure.
Hi, Jen. How you been? Up to your ears in paste wax?
Say, pal, I'm certainly glad I saw you doing the rumba tonight.
Oh, really, Mr. Wilcox?
Like the way I rumba, Junior?
No, but it just reminded me that I've got to get my Cocker Spaniel back from the kennel tomorrow. Boy, will he wag his tail when he sees me again. See you later, folks.
A true salesperson, always selling whenever he can. We'll get back to Act 2 of Fibber, Mcgee, and Molly from December 28th, 1948. They're at the Big Ball, the New Year's Eve dance, only for the very rich and famous. But I want to let you know about a great advertiser we have on our program. It is the Mystery Trip. It's a great website. You should really check it out because I think it's an excellent way to spend a day. And we'll have more of the great Fibber, Mcgee, and Molly coming up. But first, we got to pay a little bills.
Have you ever wondered what to do on a rainy day with your partner, friends, or family? Have you ever wanted to be taken on a mystery adventure where you don't have any idea of your final destination? Mystery Trip creates fusion between your smart device and the natural environment. Take advantage of the camera and geolocation features of your smartphone and have your very own unique mystery trip to share with the world or just your friends. Discover romantic hideaways, fun-filled family escapades, and pet-friendly jaunts. Become one with your cultural side or release your inner spook chasing ghosts. There's retail therapy, pub therapy, the adventures are endless. There are an infinite number of trips to go out and discover. Visit www.yourmysterytrip.com today.
AM America Old Time Radio Classics. Your source for your favorite old time radio shows. Your favorite classics. Hit shows from yesteryear, like Jack Benny, Fibber, Mcgee, and Molly, and many more. It's all on AM America Old Time Radio Classics. Tune in online at 1710amamerica.net. 1710amamerica.net. Revisit the golden days of radio. 1710amamerica.net. 1710amamerica.net.
And here we are, we're back again with more of the Fibber, Mcgee, and Molly show. They're at the big New Year's Eve dance for the rich and famous. It's a great episode, originally aired on December 28th, and that was 1948. And I want to let you know, you can always go to our website, 1710amamerica.net. We've got a lot of great stuff, a lot of info on there, and we also are excited about our new app coming out. It'll be available in the iTunes Store and in the Google Store after the first of the year, so you can listen to these shows whenever you want with our own app on your phone 24/7. Wow, what a deal that is. So now let's get to Act 2 of Fibber, Mcgee, and Molly.
Oh, what fun. My, wasn't it grand of the mayor to ask us to come tonight, Mcgee? Such a fine man, so handsome and so dignified. So well-liked, too.
Yeah, that's a great kid, Latrivia. With his personality, what I could do for him if I was his campaign manager...
You were whose campaign manager, Turtleneck?
Oh, hi, Doc.
Hello, Dr. Gamble. Isn't this a lovely party?
Yes, it is indeed. I never miss these annual dances.
You ought to go to a few in between, too, Fatso. Confidentially, I've been watching you dance tonight, and there's nothing wrong with your style that you couldn't correct by careful observation of a drunken rhinoceros.
Now, Mcgee, that is simply not correct. The doctor is an excellent dancer.
Oh. Thank you, my dear. I've seen him dance, too.
Oh, yeah?
Drag pants? You are about as graceful as a three-toed sloth creeping across a bed of hot horseshoes. Or in a faster tempo, you look like you just got into a pair of trousers which had been put out to dry on an anthill.
Oh, yeah? Well, for your information, kidney napper...
Now, boys. Please, now. Not here and not tonight. I'm having too much fun to listen to you two bicker.
Well, he makes me...
You're right, my dear. 'Tis a nice party, isn't it? And you two are the guests of the most popular man in town. You are with Latrivia, aren't you?
Yeah, he's with us.
You know, he he's introduced us to simply everybody, Doctor. Even the Chinese consul.
Oh, is he here?
Yeah, and I wish I'd had more time to talk to him on account of all the Chinese friends I used to have in San Francisco.
Mcgee, you never told me about having a lot of Chinese friends.
I never told you about how I used to spend so much time playing mahjong and singing songs with Ah Fong and Sam Hong of the Long Bong Tong.
You never did.
Well, lotus flower I will, Chop Chop.
Excuse me while I run over to the refreshment table. It's the only punch I expect to get out of this.
Please, Doctor, please, don't go. This is extremely interesting. Well, sir, the Long Bong Tong...
What's a tong?
A tong, my dear, is a Chinese lodge. Sort of a mutual benefit association.
Oh?
And the Long Bong was a fine tong.
You know, if you had a deeper voice, you'd sound like a toy fire engine.
Well, sir, Ah Fong and Sam Hong were heads of the tong, and we used to spend long, long hours playing mahjong in the tong and singing the tong song, You Can't Go Wrong with the Long Bong Tong. And when I and Ah Fong and Sam Hong and a throng of long bongs got through with the song and said so long, it was hard on the tong's lungs because You Can't Go Wrong with the Long Bong Tong is a long song. It's too bad me and Ah Fong split up like that.
Yeah, it's too bad they didn't just split you up, foreign devil.
Why, Mcgee, what happened with you and Ah Fong?
Oh, I guess I was just a little untactful. It seems that Ah Fong and the whole Long Bong Tong went to the circus one day, and a tiger got loose and got into their box and ate every one of them up, except Ah Fong, who had just stepped out for a sack of lychee nuts.
How are you untactful?
Well, not knowing about the tiger eating his friends, the next time I seen Ah Fong, I says, Hi, boy, how are all the fellas? And he just stares at me. Finally, I says to him, I says, What's the matter? I says, The cat got your tongue? And he busted into tears and liked to beat the bejunior out of me right there. And that's why I'm always so sad.
What's the matter?
Who was the dark-haired guy standing here just now? The one that kind of sneered and walked away.
That, dearie, was the Chinese consul.
Oh, my gosh. Why didn't somebody tell me?
Heavenly days, what goes on? Looks like the governor's going to make a speech.
Pompous old goat, ain't he?
Quiet, taxpayer. I'd rather hear him than you.
Members of the Wistful Vista Country Club, guests, ladies and gentlemen, I have a little surprise for you. 4 local lads to sing for us. They have left their work in filling stations, groceries, bookmakers, and laundries at great personal sacrifice to... they are going to sing an old favorite for us. Well, here they are. The answer to that old question, what has 4 heads, 8 legs, and sings?
Oh, brother.
The King's Men.
A song by the fire, where the skull, oh, a song by the fire, pass the pipe, the bull with a skull. For the wolf wind is wailing at the doorways, and the snow drifts deep along the road, and the ice gnomes are marching from the doorways, and the great white cold walks abroad. Zoom, 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 zoom. For here by the fire we defy frost and storm. Ha-ha, we are warm and we have our heart's desire. For here we're good fellows, and the beechwood and the bellows, and the cup is at the lip in the pledge of fellowship. Oh, here by the fire we defy frost and storm. Ha-ha, we are warm and we have our heart's desire. For here we're good fellows, and the beechwood and the bellows, and the cup is at the lip in the pledge of fellowship, of fellowship. Pile the logs on the fire, fill the pipes, pass the bowl. Pile the logs on the fire with a skull, with a skull. Pile the logs on the fire. Fill the pipes, pass the bowl with a skull. Oh, here by the fire we defy frost and storm. How we are warm and we have a heart's desire. For here we're good fellows, and the beechwood and the bellows, and the cup is at the lip. In the pledge of fellowship, of fellowship, and love.
Oh, it was such a wonderful party, Mr. Mayor. I just hated to hear them play The Last Dance.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, Mrs. McGee. So did I. Did you have fun, McGee? McGee?
Huh? What? Oh. I must have dozed off. I'm okay, Molly. You relax, kiddo. I'm okay.
That's my hand you're patting, McGee.
I'm on this side of you, dearie. We're almost to the mayor's house now.
My gosh, it's dark. Don't they have street lights out this way, Latriv? It's blacker than the inside of the...
Your hat's down over your eyes.
Oh.
Yeah, that's better.
Oh. Yeah, thanks. I can see now.
I was just telling His Honor what a wonderful time we had, McGee. Did you see all the beautiful clothes on those women? The place was simply crawling with mink coats.
Ah, pata, mink coats. Who'd ever want a coat that everybody else has got one that's just like it?
I would.
I know what you mean. But it takes a certain type woman to wear a mink coat, though, you know.
It does? What type?
The type woman that's got a rich husband. Hey, by the way, Latriv, how about that scuttlebutt tonight about you being our next governor?
Oh, well, some of my friends would like to see me try it, but it's entirely too early to...
Well, congratulations, Mr. Mayor. When will you start the job?
Oh, no, it's just talk, Mrs. McGee. Let's not be hasty. I suppose I've always been afflicted with gubernatorial ambitions.
Well, so what? That's no worse than sinus trouble, boy. You just get the right treatment for it and go ahead and make your campaign.
Yes, you act like you always have, Mr. Mayor, and you'll win.
You betcha.
Quiet and dignified.
Here we are. I believe your car is parked just ahead of us there, McGee.
And we'll be back with the conclusion of Fibber, McGee and Molly, the New Year's Eve dance, right after this message.
Solve all your tax problems today with usataxsolution.com. They can help you with reducing IRS tax debt, wage garnishments, tax levies and liens, even back taxes. At usataxsolution.com, you get expert tax help at a fraction of the cost. Settle your tax debt today. Call 832-702-7027 for a free tax analysis or visit the website at usataxsolution.com. Get the tax debt relief you deserve.
Now let's get back to the program with Fibber, McGee and Molly. And listen, there's a special person in this episode, and in many episodes, you might recognize his voice. We'll tell you who he is and what other shows he's been in at the end of the program.
Here we are, Mayor. Right okay?
Fine, Mike.
Yeah, fine, Mike. Okay.
Keep your voice down, dearie. It's 2:30.
Oh, yes, the whole neighborhood's asleep. I'm going to sleep late myself tomorrow, Mike, and I think I'll walk to the office, take the morning off, and bring the car to the city hall about noon.
Right, Mayor. Thanks. Good night.
Good night.
If it wasn't so late, McGee, I'd ask you folks in.
Oh, no, we got to get going, Latriv. This is really a swanky neighborhood you got here, though. Who lives next door there?
There?
Yeah.
That's the editor of the Gazette.
Oh.
And over there is McDonald, the president of the Third National Bank's house. And over on the other side...
The Gazette, you say, huh? That's the paper that rode you so hard during election, wasn't it? Hates your administration?
McGee, come on. Let's go home and let the mayor go to bed.
Well, it has been a long day. The dance was great, but I'm worn out. I'm going to bed and sleep around the clock.
You are?
If you roll over in the night and it falls on the floor, won't it wake you?
if what falls on the floor?
The clock, Mr. Mayor. The one you're going to bed and sleep around.
Yeah, if that's the way you sleep, Latriv, I hope you've got a good, smooth, round clock to curl yourself around.
I don't curl myself around a clock, McGee.
You know, I had a sister that slept around a pillow. And my little brother slept around a teddy bear for years, but I couldn't sleep around a clock if I...
Look, please. When I